The saga continues in Frederiksted as News Channel 8's Wes Small catches up with the controversy between Seago Peterson and the Virgin Islands Police Department.
All right, once again, we're at Seago's in Frederiksted, and this is Kendall Peterson. I don't know if you know about it, but we had another altercation here involving the VIPD, and it really had nothing to do with you and your family. It was a chase that happened about a week ago now. And I don't know the date, but Seago, you're going to tell us about it. And once again, we have problems with the VIPD and your family.
Well, Wes, I'm going to tell you, it's 7 days now where you had this neighborhood here. Every one of these houses you see here have children in it. You had an altercation where a grown 40-year-old man actually backs up this young fella here. Not say a teenager yet. But anyway, the altercation was solved. He came home, who lived right next door. The same bigger man came up now and started problem again. So his bigger brother, which is this little guy here, his bigger brother come to the defense of him. At the same time, the police came up, see what's going on, pull out the baton and start to swing, say everybody's going to be arrested. So this little fella run up the stairs and lock the gate. Some of my kids was on the step, some was upstairs. Those that was upstairs stop him and tell him, no, don't run, tell the police what happened because that big man is wrong. At the same time, the police looking to come upstairs. My kids tell them, well, you can't come upstairs, you're going to warrant to come upstairs. He's coming downstairs. They already run over all my kids on the step. So they asking them, well, why you pushing us down to come upstairs? So here it is, my daughter now, my older daughter come home from work. Here it is, she's going up the stairs. They opening the gate so the young man could come out. The police push her down the step. Okay, from the top of the step, and you can see it's a double step. The police push her down the step.
The lady right here with the...
That's right, push her down the step.
Is that true? They pushed you down the step?
Yes.
Don't forget to tell them.
How do you feel about it, though?
Violated.
Violated?
Yeah.
And all she was trying to do is get home. Now, the thing is it, Wes, okay. Here it is. You got the guy now, the little fella here. He came down the step gone with you. Here it is. Officer Gums now decided to come back up on my step and grab my daughter to pull her off the step, saying he gonna arrest her. If you could have come all the way into my house to arrest this young man, why you have to pull my daughter off the step to arrest her? So now she wouldn't come off the step. Here it is, the police started to beat her with the baton. Her younger brother now, see what's going on, come down the steps to save his sister from this beating. The police were not breaking his hand. Now this is something that happened Tuesday. We went to the police station, we went to the hospital. So there's a report there. Up to the 7 days, and no police came for no report, no police came to say nothing, but they're calling me on the phone telling me they want to talk to me. But I'm going to tell you this, Wes. You see this here? This is the UN Declaration of Indigenous People, our rights. And I know all the rights that's being violated here, Wes. And none of this started. I had no problem with no police on this island for the last 40-odd years until I decided to run for public office. Okay, so I just want the people...
That'll do it!
I just want the people to see, from the time you go up against this dictative governmentship of the young, Benta told my other son, the inauguration day of President Obama, I'm going to do anything to send your father to jail. Chief Benta told my 14-year-old son that after he questioned him, okay, in the police station without an adult around. So I just want the people to know that this ain't an issue with no fish market or nothing. It's now an issue where the police them is actually being aggressive and attacking my children and come on my private property without a warrant. So I want to know how they're going to explain this one here to the people, because the commissioner told them strength for strength. If the people aggress with the police with strength, you use strength. Well, how it is now, they could come on my private property and use strength and break up my kids and leave and don't have nothing to say. nothing whatsoever. We're supposed to just accept it. But my lawyer is taking care of it. I just want people to see the trend that is being done to me because I stand up for the rights of the people. Before I ever came off my farm to stand up for agriculture and the agriculture movement, I had no problem. Okay?
All right, I'd like to just, if the elders would like to say something, I wouldn't mind to hear from you, sir. Perhaps would you like to say anything about this situation, or
Well,
are you just here to support your son?
yeah, I would say that because my grandchildren are well behaved. There's nothing that I can say, well, they are aggressive in any respect. So I'm kind of disturbed that they would be, the police would be involved with them.
Sir, off camera, you were telling me that you were a freedom fighter along with Martin Luther King. How does this make you feel 40 years later? That has things really changed in the community?
It's in Croy?
In general.
In general, well, we've like
Especially involving black folks and their plights.
well, that is a tremendous change when you elect a black man to be president of the United States. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to Mrs. Peterson here. How does this make you feel? Please excuse my backside. How does this make you feel?
Exactly how I feel.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad I was not here. I'm glad I wasn't here that day when it took place.
You think you could have been hurt as well?
I might have been. I might have been. Because I am a person, don't pick trouble. But I defend myself, and I will defend my grandchildren if I'm wrong and any advantage is being taken of them. Okay? If I were here that day, it might have been worse. That's all that I have to say.
My daughter have a broken foot, you know, that is in therapy. So I want them to explain how they can explain any aggression for my kids and their property standing up for their rights. I want the commissioner to ask those police that, because before Benta ever came chief, we didn't have none of these problems in Frederick. You know that way. So respect to the people, and you know, just watch what's
no problems
going on.
before Benta was chief or before you ran for Senate.
Well, all of it took place at the same time. All of it took place exactly the same time.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
So just put two and two together, and the people will understand what's really going on with my family now, you know.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank the Peterson clan and the family here for spending time with us today. And once again, I've said it before, it's just like Rodney King said in L.A., can't we just all get along?
Word.
especially when we're all the same color.
Word.
I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at some track and field on your Sports 411.